Please remember that futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I author in my weekly written reports. Prices shown on charts and quote bars are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. If you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your computer screen. Welcome, traders. I'm Boyd Baker, and thanks for tuning in to my futures and options update. Today is Friday, March 18th, March Madness. A lot of people watching the tournaments this time of year. I hope you're watching the commodity markets because this week in particular has been a very eventful week in commodities. We have some bull markets that are starting. Some of these markets we addressed late last year. Let's jump right to the charts and cover a couple of these markets, which we brought forth recommendations well last fall. And these are El-Nino driven markets. Particularly what we're seeing here in sugar is a market that appears to have bottomed out here. This is late summer last year, down around 10 cents. We had a nice rally that was put together here into the fall at about just shy of 16 cents, went up to about 15 cents. We did have a break earlier this year, right down into the 13-cent area. You can see that right here. Earlier this year, we brought the market back down from 15 down to 13 cents. And look what's transpired here in the past, 6 weeks or so. A big time rally from 13 cents, really almost all the way up to 16 cents. We talked about this on the charts that potential of 17-cent sugar could be here. I still believe that. If you're not involved in sugar, by all means, give us a call here, 866-973-2079. We can devise a strategy for you. Another market which is being driven by El-Nino fears, and really what's going on here is palm oil production is being adversely affected in Indonesian countries. Palm oil is the number one oil seed. Their demand for that has gone up dramatically over the past few years. Prices in palm oil are hitting 16-month highs right now, and this has helped supporting soybean oil prices. Here in Chicago, we trade the soybean oil market. And look at what soybean oil is making. A nice move here from about 28 cents all the way up to 33.64 here. It's giving you several opportunities to come in on pullbacks. Right now, be careful here. You can see that we're a little bit overbought here stochastic-wise, and we're pushing up into new highs. So don't chase after this market up here. But what I see, at least on the charts here, is I wouldn't be surprised to see a challenge of this 35-cent area, which were the highs that we saw last summer. So we are still bullish on the soybean oil. If you can see pullbacks in that market, by all means, give us a call here. We can devise a strategy for you. Jump in a couple other markets. Now, one of the better performers this year has been the gold market. This is a weekly chart, and I step back here a little bit, and you can see where really what we've been doing here since last fall is that we've been in a slight downtrend here with prices really staying within this trend. And you can see that we're knocking really up into the overhead resistance there at about 1257, 1260. And we talked about this on a couple of videos ago that be careful chasing after gold. It's been the big performer here in 2016. We rallied gold prices really from the 1100 area all the way to 1257. So we've had a nice rally so far this year. Wouldn't be surprised that we see a little backing and filling from here. The gold market is still bullish in our opinion. What's transpired here this week is the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. Fed Chair Yellen talked about not raising interest rates at the same pace that they had hinted at before. We'll be lucky to maybe get 2 rate hikes instead of 4 rate hikes. The stock market likes a lower interest rate environment. The dollar went down on this news, and with the dollar going down this past week, certainly that's helped support the metal markets here the past couple of days. So you've seen a nice rally in gold, seen a nice rally in silver. The stock market has rallied. We've also seen a nice rally in the crude oil market. So let's look at this, see what's going on in crude oil, because we've talked about this. And this is a lot of people asking, where were the lows coming in? Well, there's your lows, folks, at least in our opinion. You saw a low come in. The front months, it was down at $29. Here in the May crude oil, and May is going to be the front month starting next week. You can see the double bottom, in our opinion, there at $30. You've had a nice rally. It's getting above $40 here. And where does the crude oil look like it can go? Well, if you look at this chart here and we step back a little bit, these lows that we see here last fall, right there at about $42. I think the market is zoning in on that area. You might be able to get up into that $45 area. But I would look at this zone here between the $42 to $45 area as a retracement for the crude oil I believe prices can stall out. So if you're wanting to get long, be careful here because you're approaching an area here where I think this market can consolidate. If you want to devise a strategy, by all means, give us a call here. We can do this for you. What I can also do is provide to you a free guide on trading options. If you don't understand the terminology of options trading, this is an excellent guide for you. What we'll also do is sign you up for my specific recommendations that come out Wednesday night. So for a free guide on trading options and also for my weekly futures and options guide, by all means, call me here at 866-973-2079.